Welcome to Fitness for Your Aging Brain. My name is Jill, and I have, over the last 12 years, been developing this program to help older adults keep their brain active, healthy, and engaged. I've experimented in close to now 4,000 live and virtual classes with what types of exercise are the most effective at stimulating our brain. Now, we all know that exercise is key to healthy aging, both physically and cognitively. But the question is, in terms of brain health, what is the optimum type of exercise? And it turns out that what is optimal is that we are using our body and brain simultaneously. We have this incredible prefrontal cortex to move our body. That's why we have this huge brain. Moving our body was essential to our survival. Research tells us that our brain needs movement in order to think. Our brain needs movement and exercise to generate the proteins and the neurochemicals that allow us to grow new brain cells and develop new connections between brain cells, new neural pathways. So what I'm doing in this class is taking what would be just research that's circulated at basically an academic level around the world, extracting what I can from it and applying it to the types of exercises that we do, and also applying it to the healthy brain tip. So at the end of every class, I'll spend 5 minutes talking about a little bit of research that is new and exciting and how you can apply that to your daily life to improve the trajectory of your cognitive health as you age. Now, although these are just sample classes, you are going to need some equipment. And these are all things that you'll have lying around your house, or maybe your grandchildren have it lying around their house. But the manipulation of objects is really important in the type of exercise we're going to be doing. First thing you need is either an exercise loop band. Now, I've noticed that my local dollar store has these now. They're in the fitness section. Or you can make your own, and it's an ultimate recycling project. You can turn an old pair of pantyhose or an old pair of tights with runs in them into an excellent piece of fitness equipment. So you're going to cut off about the top 8 or 10 inches around the elastic. You're going to take that loop, and then when it's taut, when it's just tight and no longer bagging in the middle, you're going to tie it so that it is with tightness the width of your shoulders, and it will give you, the pantyhose have great stretch. It's a perfect little fitness loop for no cost at all. Second thing you are going to need is a set of drumsticks. Now, most of us don't have a set of drumsticks lying around, so you can replace them with some wooden spoons. Don't try replacing them with chopsticks. You need to be able to bang on something. A chopstick will break. So either wooden spoons. I also have these silicone spatulas my kids gave me. I can flip them upside down and use them that way. Third thing you need is a child's air-filled ball. So this ball is very, very lightweight. It's fairly soft. Now, if you don't have one lying around, or your kids don't have one lying around, a little beach ball will work just fine. And if you don't have any of those, and it's winter and the dollar store doesn't have any balls, you're going to get a plastic shopping bag, not a produce bag. You need the bag that carries your groceries home, a little heavier than that. Plastic shopping bag. Dig around in your cupboard, find an old fluffy sweater. A sweater, any sweater you use can't have buttons or a zipper. So an old pullover sweater, or for me, I found an old scarf. Actually, I still really love the scarf. I'm just going to donate it momentarily to this project. So I'm going to fold it and roll it and keep folding and tucking it in as I roll. So I'm going to roll, fold, and tuck. I want it to eventually scrunch up into something that is vaguely circular shaped, nice and round like a ball. So I've got it folded here and tucked. That's about exactly the size you want. So I'm going to shove it into my plastic grocery bag, and we will recycle a plastic bag in a different way. And then I want to scrunch it down as hard as I can. So put it on a counter. My counter is beneath the camera. Scrunch it down. Then we're going to tie a knot and try to get all the air out. So try, squeeze it, get all the air out if you can. Tie a knot, tie it really tightly, and then you're going to find the little opening and tuck the ends of the knot in if you can, just to get them out of your way. Tuck them back into the bag. Once you're tucked, you'll have this shape. It doesn't matter that it's not perfectly round. It works just as well. All we want to do is to be able to hold something, squeeze on it, create muscle or create tension in our muscles as we squeeze, and we want to be able to bang it on our shoulder, bang it on our knee without hurting ourselves. Perfect replacement for the ball. Next thing you need is a dryer ball. Now, a lot of us had these spiky dryer balls. Believe it or not, dryer balls can go out of fashion and they're hard to find now, but it's a hard spiky dryer ball. There is a dog toy that is vaguely similar in the dollar store. It tends to be way softer. The harder the ball, the better. But if you don't have a dryer ball, for the purpose of these two classes only, you can use like a tennis ball or a child's bouncy rubber ball. You just need something that will fit in the palm of your hand. Then you're going to need the equivalent of, this is an exercise ball. They call it a Pilates ball or a weighted ball. Mine is a couple of pounds. This is going to be the hardest thing for you to find. So let's not worry about finding it. Let's just make it. Now, I'm sure almost everyone here has the same experience of finding down in their basement, in their laundry room, one sad, lonely sock that no matter what you do, you cannot find the mate. Now, a men's sock works better for this, or you can do this. You can recycle the other half of the tights, the leg part. Cut one of the legs off till it's about 12, 14 inches long, and use that. So what I've done is I took a freezer bag, a Ziploc bag, and I filled it. Mine I filled with lentils, but you can fill it with beans or rice. Works really well. If you have sand, you can fill it with sand. You want approximately 2 cups worth of lentils, beans, rice, or sand. Mine are very small. Those are actually mung beans. I don't even know if you can see one there. No, you probably can't. They're tiny, right? I want it to be as soft as possible. So I scrunched it up in the bag. I twisted it really tight. And then I put an elastic around it so it's not going to fall out. I mean, this is a brain exercise in itself. So when I do a new class, we'll actually get together and make the whole kit online. This is about half the kit only. So you're going to take your bag of beans and you're going to shove it right down to the end of that sock. Right? You shoved it to the end of the sock. Now grab the sock and twist it. Hold it and twist it, and you're going to get this nice tight twist. Put your thumb on the twist, take the sock, stick your hand in the big open end, and we're going to wrap the sock back over. There we go. We wrapped it over. So I put the bag in the sock. I twisted the sock. I held the twist, and then I wrapped the open end of the sock back over it. Let's do it again. So twist the sock till it's nice and tight. Put your finger on the twist and take the open end and wrap it back around as far as it'll go. So mine wrapped around 3 times, depending how stretchy your sock is. It might be only 2 times, or if you're using pantyhose, it might go around 4 times. Just keep doing that. And in the end, look at this. I have a weighted exercise ball. It's about the same size. I want to be able to feel a total difference between the air-filled ball and something that has a bit of girth to it. So there we go. Those are your 5 things you need. You needed a pair of pantyhose tied into a loop, just the top 8 or 10 inches. You needed a replacement for some drumsticks. You made an air-filled ball out of a shopping bag and an old scarf or a sweater. You had a dryer ball that you found in your laundry room, or any kind of tennis ball, a dog toy, just something round to hold in your hand. And then we made our weighted exercise ball out of the old sock in the laundry room. There we go. That's what you need for the 2 sample classes. So please don't take anything too seriously. The goal of these classes is not to perfect some kind of movement. Where the value is for your brain is you are watching me on the screen. You're figuring out what I'm doing, what movement I'm doing, and how, which part I'm doing it with. You're going to find that part of your body and translate that movement into your body. So much of what I do is based on the fact that research shows that dance is one of the best activities for preventing cognitive decline. And why is that? Because we're using multiple parts of our brain, controlling different parts of our body, doing different things all simultaneously while listening to the music, while following somebody else, following a lead, or following a group. Right? So it's a multi-area light up of our brain. So I'm taking, not that we're dancing, but I'm taking the principles of dance and applying them to our exercise, or every exercise. And that's one reason every exercise we do will be music-based, because that rhythm, the vibration traveling through your body, traveling into your brain, helps stimulate your dopamine. Please enjoy these classes. I'm so happy to have you with me. They're available either by subscription on YouTube. You'll see the link below. 6 months subscription gives you unlimited access to a rotating bank of 8 classes. You do them on your own time whenever it suits your schedule. You can repeat a class as many times as you want. And now we have this really exciting new live option where I will teach the class live on Zoom, and we'll be able to interact not only with each other and with me. So it's more like being in a live class, but we'll have people from across the country working together in that class. That option for a live class is also available. The information's down below. That's it. You've got your equipment kit. Let's get started with your first sample, class 1.